Are you coming from a position of self-love or self-hate? Now, as corny as this sounds, oftentimes a lot of your issues when it comes to weight loss, when it comes to body image, when it comes to achieving the body that you want and being happy with the body that you want, comes from changing your mindset more so than actually changing your behaviors. So let's go into that a little bit more, with a bit more detail. So when you're able to work on your mindset, for example, if you change your mindset over time, it doesn't happen overnight, over time, change your mindset to a position of self-love. You know, ask yourself, this is one thing I get my clients to do. Ask yourself, is what I'm doing right now something that someone who loves themselves would do? Would someone who loves themselves do this particular behavior? Now you can relay that onto anything. Ugh. You can relay that onto literally anything. You can relay that not only onto health and fitness. So would someone who loves themselves sit on the couch all day? Or would someone who loves themselves exercise, go up the Castle Hill, or go for a jog, or play some sport today? And look, sometimes someone who loves themselves needs to sit on the couch that day if they're feeling very unwell, or if they're overtraining and need the rest. But oftentimes someone who loves themselves will need to get up and go for a walk, go and do some movement of some kind. This applies to everything. Would someone who loves themselves go and eat a whole pizza, eat a lot of ice cream, and then beat themselves up over it? You know, sometimes someone who loves themselves needs to have a psychological let go and eat some pizza and eat some ice cream. But most of the time, someone who loves themselves will want to eat foods that are good for their body, that's highly nutritious and fuels their body with lots of vitamins and minerals. Apply this to the workplace. Apply this to your relationships. Would someone who loves themselves put up with certain behaviors or abuse from their partner? Or would someone who loves himself draw a boundary and say, no, this ends here, or you can't speak to me that way? Would someone who loves himself work day and night at their job for minimal rewards, or for their boss to treat them like shit? As corny as it sounds, guys, this simple question, this simple change of mindset can really help you achieve the body that you want. Not only achieve the body that you want, but be happy with the body that you have. When you come from this mindset of self-love, you will, more often than not, choose foods that are good for you. You will, more often than not, undertake movement, exercise when your body needs to. But you will also be able to balance that with the ability to rest when you need to rest, with the ability to have a bit of a binge day if your body requires that binge day. So when you do any behavior, ask yourself, deep down, is this behavior coming from a place of self-love? And if it's not, ask yourself why. Why is it not coming from a place of self-love? Because sometimes there are reasons deep down why you might come from a place of self-hate, which will, lead you down an unhealthy path. From your body's perspective, from mental perspective, from your relationship perspective. So whenever you do a behavior, ask yourself, am I coming from a position of self-love?